Hi Virgos, this is Paulette from Water Chariot Tarot, and I'm going to be doing your love read for the month of March. And before we get into the reading and get started, I will be leaving some links in the comments, and you can check out the tarot cards I use or any other tools that I use. It's on there, and it's going to direct you to where you can actually purchase them if you're interested in them. Something new that I actually got is this Zodiac Candle. And each Zodiac Candle has its own scent. And this one is, I believe, is lavender and coconut water, and it smells absolutely incredible. It smells really good. And on the label it says, "I'm a motherfucking Cancer, also known as the bitch who is chill until you piss her off." And each Zodiac Cancer has its own little saying there, or what type of person they are, or their characteristic, and each one has its own smell. So if you're interested in getting one for yourself, that's also going to be in the link, okay? And a certain percentage of the proceeds is going to go to families that have dealt with suicide within the families, okay? So let's go ahead and jump into your message, and let's see what's going on with you guys this month. All right, so the main message that you got for your oracle card is the other world. You're being offered the opportunities to stretch, expand, and make significant changes in your life. Be patient. Do not rush the process. To be birthed, one must wait patiently in the womb during the gestation period. So must you wait for the perfect moment when magical intervention arrives to accompany you on your new lease of life. So right now you're going to be going through some growth within the month. And while you're growing, you're going to be in a patient period because all of this takes time. While you're growing and doing things in your life, when it's concerning love, it's going to require you for you to hold back and just wait for things to go in the right pattern or give you the go ahead. For you to just kind of move forward. But there are going to be opportunities in love. So if you're not with anybody right now, there is a potential opportunity to be with somebody. And there's also opportunities to strengthen a relationship you already have, or a brand new one that's coming in. But there's going to be an opportunity for you to kind of stretch within that relationship, make it better, expand in it, and make the changes that you need in order for you to align with this relationship, okay? But definitely be patient because all of this stuff takes time. It's not something that is going to happen nilly-willy really quick. It's all going to take its time. So wait for the right moment to make things happen, okay? For it to go a specific way. Let me see what else I also get off of this. This could also be considered like a manifestation card as well. The unicorn is such a magical animal. It has so much power within it, and it's also an animal that's so sought after. You know, I can't remember the name of the movie, but I remember there was a unicorn in this movie. It's like a movie from the 80s. But they would always seek after this unicorn because they're after the horn. They thought that if they cut off the horn, they'll get the powers from it. But you're at a place, Virgo, where you have the possibility of creating things kind of like the magician. You have all the tools available to you to kind of make a lot of changes in your life concerning love and helping yourself move yourself forward in the situation. But I'm not sure if you realize that you are going to be in that place to manifest and to operate in a magical way, in a powerful way. But just be aware that while you're in that moment, you know, just make sure that you think clearly, that you know exactly what it is that you want, and that it's a good thing. Because remember, when we're in that place of manifestation, if we're not thinking clearly and our hearts are not aligned and our spirit is not right, we're going to manifest the wrong things. So if you want a good relationship, make sure that you are in a good place, okay? So just keep that in mind. Okay, so what's coming in is the Eight of Wands. So this is how your person is viewing you right now. So they see you moving a lot, like you're constantly active. There's something that you're working on that you're going towards very quickly, or there's something that you're trying to say. And you have no issues just saying it right away. And how else they're viewing you? They also view you as a Seven of Wands. So they see that you are taking a stance on something. There's something that you're telling them that you're being very like stern about it. You're putting your foot down about it. This is how you feel about something. If it's concerning the relationship, you're letting them know, you know what? This is how I see this. This is what I want. This is how we're going to do things. And there's nothing you can do to change my mind. This is how it's going to be. And what else is coming in is they see you as the High Priestess. So they see you as a person that you're at a, like, remember I told you about the unicorn? You're going to be in a place of manifestation. And while you're manifesting, you're taking on that place. You're going to be in a place of being operating in your intuition. So there's a lot of things that is going to be aware to you while you take a pause and you go within, because once you reach the High Priestess, you know a lot of things that is going on around you, how you're feeling in your soul, in your mind, even information that's coming in to you about maybe your relationship, about the person. There's some things that are coming into you that are being cleared to you. And then you're trying to make decisions from there, but you're also using your intuition, and you're using all the things around you, your senses, everything, like the magician, to feel what it is that you need to do within the relationship. And I think that's why you're standing firm, because you know. And you know, Virgos, you guys have that symbol of that old man with the, with the light. You guys are always the ones to kind of hold back and take your time to really think about things until you finally gain clarity. And so I think that's what you're doing at this point. And I think that's why you're able to be in that place to speak to your person and tell them how you want things. And you're going to put your foot down and let them know what's going on with you. But there is a reason why you're doing that. And it's because you're getting a lot of information. A lot of things are coming into you, and your intuition is telling you certain things. And you're like, you know what I'm feeling, this is the direction we need to go, or this is the direction I need to go, or this is what I think we should be doing. And you're not holding back on that. You're just kind of moving yourself forward towards that, whether they like it or not. You're going to just hold fast to that, okay? And the thing is that, look at what you ended up getting. You ended up getting like the Seven of Cups. And I know usually people say that's, this is a cup of confusion, or there's just too many opportunities. But I have a feeling that for this, with the High Priestess right next to it, to me, it feels like what you're feeling and what you're drawing in is that what your dreams are when it comes to the relationship that you want. The opportunities, that is specific, a good relationship that you're wanting, the opportunities that can come out of that. How can I explain it? So, okay. So if you are in a current relationship with someone and you're dealing with them, this other world card, it's telling you about new changes. Things are being birthed, and things are going to take time. And so the High Priestess is not a quick card. It's not. It's something where you literally sit. She's sitting. She's not moving. In order for her to get information in, especially in the spirit, she has to sit there and dwell and think and use her senses and use her intuition to hear things clearly, to see things clearly. And look at, there's the moon underneath. And, you know, it's kind of like a Cancer card, you know, what is it called? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. The moon. Okay, so sometimes people consider the Cancer card the moon. Sometimes they even call it Pisces card as well. But even though it's hidden, it's card of being something being hidden or something not coming out or not being told. But in this case, she has the moon here, and it's not that she doesn't know, and it's not that things are being hidden from her. It's the fact that she is the one not saying anything. She knows what's going on. She has an idea. Her intuition is telling her what's going on. But the thing is that she is not saying anything. She's withholding. Okay? So, yeah, that's what's going on here. Like, you know what is going on within your immediate relationship, or if you're single, you know the type of relationship that you want. And if there's a person of interest that's coming towards you, you're letting them know off the bat, this is the kind of relationship that I want. If people don't align with it, I don't care. It's not my problem. But this is what I want, and I'm not going to I'm not going to let anybody run over me and try to change my mind and tell me that I'm probably holding my standards a little bit too high. It doesn't matter. Here's telling you that eventually you're going to get what you want, but it's going to take its time. And so here you're already speaking what it is that you want, and you're allowing for spirit to guide you and to show you what it is that you should put into a relationship, what you should be open to in a relationship. And it's telling you that your dreams and your desires for a specific relationship, it is possible. But the thing is that you understand that, and you're not letting anybody deter you from having that type of relationship. But remember that the Seven of Cups is something that's up in the air. So it's not something that hasn't come into fruition yet. So I think while you're speaking it and you're telling this person and you're standing firm on what you want, you're getting all of this stuff coming in. You know, your intuition is telling you, okay, yeah, what you're feeling is right. But now it's time to stop dreaming about it. Stop thinking so much about it. And now it's time to pull it down to earth and make it into a reality. Okay? And so that's where this card is coming in, where something's going to be rebirthed. So maybe this right here, what's going on right now, how you feeling and what you're speaking, you probably weren't thinking like that before. In this month, you are going to be thinking that way. You know what your hopes and dreams are in a relationship. You know what you want to see now. Things are a little bit clearer to you, and you're going to be feeling it. Your intuition is going to be like ridiculously open to messages that are coming into you, on relationships that you should be entertaining, and you're going to be standing firm on them. So your person's not necessarily knowing all these things or seeing all these things. They just see you saying, this is what I want, and you're being firm. But the thing is, you're not going into depths about what kind of message you're receiving about the relationship that you're wanting. All they see is you speaking and being firm about what it is that you're wanting. Okay, so hopefully that kind of makes sense. So let's go ahead and see how they feel about you. All right, let's see. They got the Justice. Okay, there's the Justice. So you got the Scales there. And so I feel like what is coming in, you know, how they're seeing you very stern, about how you're feeling of what you're wanting, that now how they're feeling is that they're probably wanting things to balance out in the way where what you're saying, they want it to work out for them as well. So they want the whole situation to be balanced out, but at the same time, how they're feeling is that they feel like they might have to make a call on this situation because they're seeing you probably in a different way, and how you're being direct and stern, and this is the way it is, this is what I want. Maybe for them it's so different that they feel like they have to make a call on this relationship. They have to use their own tools without being emotional. They have to use the tools available, like their wisdom. They have to use their logical side. They have to see the whole situation in different angles, so that way they can figure out, okay, can I accommodate Virgo? Can I give them what they want? Or do I have to do what's best for me and call justice on this situation that fits me or fits them or can fit the both of us? Now I'm starting to see this as a compromise maybe. But let's see. They also feel the Two of Pentacles. So yeah, they're wanting this to balance out in a way that it works out for the both of you. So I think they're hearing you, Virgo, on what it is that you're being stern about. They hear you, but they're just trying to figure out, okay, how are we going to do this? How are we going to balance it out? And what comes next is, hey, it's a 10 of Cups. So they're wanting this. Virgo, they really love you. This person really does care about you. And they're really making sure that it's not that they fall into line with what you want, because they also have their own needs and wants. But they're just trying to see, how can I meet them in the middle? How can we compromise this? How can we balance this out and have both of us be happy? Because this is not an individual thing. This is two people coming together to create something that is beautiful and abundant and amazing and loving. And if you're wanting children, if you're wanting a family, that is available to you. But this is just a happy card, a coming together, something that is wonderful. And so they're wanting that with you. They feel that they love you, but they just want to make sure that everything is balanced according to plan, and that they meet your needs, and they also want you to meet their needs as well, so everything could be good between the both of you. And I also see the Knight of Wands. Oh boy. So I'm just wondering what is going on here. How they're feeling is that I'm just wondering if they feel that you are very, very flighty. Because look they're the ones feeling this way. The direction is going this way, right? This energy is going inward towards them. So I'm just wondering if they feel like you're very flighty, like you will come in fast, and like I said, you're very action oriented as of late, and you will speak your mind. And so I'm just wondering if they're feeling like you are speaking about things very quickly, and they probably feel like you're not really thinking about things when you say things, but they also probably feel like you're very passionate, very sexual in nature, but they just feel like you're just at a night. You're not in a mature state yet. And so maybe that's where this is also coming in, because remember, we're talking about rebirth and going through a gestation period, like a baby is being born. Things take time, and so maybe at this point, maybe you're a bit like your mind is in the right place, your heart's in the right place, and you know that there are some changes that need to be made, and so that's going to take time. but how they're viewing you is that they see you a little bit immature, and they're wanting you to grow up in order to give you this compromise, to give you this balancing out of the relationship. But they just see that you're kind of quick in and out, and sometimes, you know, you may disengage at times. And so I think as you go through this process and you start to grow, I think this is going to change. And I think they may view you a little bit differently as well as you go through the changes, okay? So let's see what's next. So let's see your partner's actions towards you. And what I see is the Ace of Swords. So they're going to be all up in their truth as well. So just as, you know, quick as you are to say something, they're going to be more in a logical state. And they're going to be thinking about, like I said, thinking about ways to make this work. But they're going to be very honest about how they're feeling. They're going to be honest about how they want things to work as well. So this is not just a you situation. This is a them situation, so both of you. And so maybe as you're going through your period of growth, they're going to realize some things as well, and they're going to gain clarity about the relationship too. They're going to gain clarity about you. They're going to gain clarity about what it is that they want as well, how they're going to compromise with you, how they're going to speak with you. But these are going to be new ways of coming together, a new way on how to compromise with you. But just new things are coming in, new ideas, new thoughts, maybe even new behaviors. But let's see what else comes in, okay, for that. You see the Strength. We also got the Devil. Uh-oh, there's the Devil. We got the Knight of Cups. And we also have the Six of Cups. Okay. So what is happening is that their action towards you is that they're gaining clarity about their relationship. They understand that there's some things that needs to be tamed in their relationship because right now it's a bit toxic. And so maybe that's what this is all about. Remember, the card was talking about old ways, old beliefs, old relationships, old stuff that's just not working, that needs to be cleared out for something better to come in, something newer. But all of it has to take time. And I think what's going to take time is that the changes that needs to be made. You're understanding and you're getting clear as to what needs to happen, what you're wanting. You get that. They get that also. But I think they're starting to realize themselves that there's something here that is not working well. And sometimes, you know, the Devil card is not just about things being toxic. It could be fears. It could be codependencies. And so they know, they understand now, they're getting that light bulb, like, oh shit, like, yeah, this is something that we need to get it together. We got to tame this devil. What is it in this relationship that keeps us in this place of being bound to one another, being codependent to each other, or having like these fears in this relationship? And the thing is, like, both of you you're there. You both brought yourselves to the situation. You know, the devil doesn't necessarily force people to do things. He just allures you to things. He shows you things that seem enticing, but it's up to the person to take those things. And when you do, you literally just freely grab the chains and put it around your neck. So both of you freely put yourselves in that position in this relationship, and now they're realizing, you know what, this does need to change. There's some changes that do need to be made in this relationship, and we got to tame it, and we need to find strength to get ourselves out of it. And they're also seeing that the love that was being offered, the love that is there, it has the opportunity to be innocent and comforting and sweet. It just like, this is somebody that you probably have dealt with before, because there's a familiarity of this person. Like, you've been with them before, you just known them for a while now, that it feels familiar to you. And so they know that there's an opportunity for love here. But if you see, all I've been seeing is knights. Not once have I seen kings or queens. Let me just double check just to make sure. I haven't seen any of that in here yet. No, I haven't seen any of that yet. So that means that you guys are still in an immature place. I'm not sure if you guys just started the relationship. If you guys just started and you guys are having this issue with the devil, then yeah, you guys need to find something. Find a ground, like a middle ground on what you want, what they want, and how to bring this into a healthy state. Okay? And the thing is, the opportunity is there because you guys got the Magician card. So you guys have all the tools available to make things change. But also this is going to take time, because in order to get out of the devil, you have to change some habits. And that takes a while. Okay? And so all I'm noticing is just knights. Just knights. I don't see kings or queens here. So that means there's a lot of growing between you and this person. You guys are going to have to get into, into a place where both of you are willing to grow up, and be able to offer more to each other. Okay? So let's see what the outcome is. And what you got is the Ten of Swords. Ouchie. Okay, so you got the Ten of Swords. So something is going to be happening, Virgo, where maybe you're realizing that what you're wanting may not align with this person, or their clarity is that they feel that where you're trying to go, what you're trying to do in the relationship does not align with them, even though they want to bend. They want to make it work. They want to compromise, but there's something. Either they're the ones who's toxic, or they're the ones that have fears in a relationship, or they have some type of codependency, or they have something going on with them that is making this relationship a little wonky. Something's going to happen where it's going to come to an end. And it's going to hurt very badly. And it's going to feel like a betrayal. But remember, tens have to do with endings, and it doesn't have to stay there. You're just only going to be there for a little while, and then you're going to get out of it, okay? And so let's see what else is coming through. You also have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, you're definitely not going to be working on this relationship anymore, and neither are they. You guys already planted the seeds to watch this thing grow. And it got to the place where you guys realize, you know what, this is not going to go any further than what it is. There's no more growth here. So you guys are no longer waiting to see what else comes out of this. And I think that's what the information that you're getting in. Remember, the High Priestess, you're understanding. That's why you're being so firm about what it is that you want. That's why you're having dreams and hopes in the relationship that you want, and you're trying to go in a certain direction, but they want those things, but are they ready for that? Okay, so let's see. Here's the Hierophant. So What's happening here is that, like I said, that the Hierophant is not just about commitment, okay? It has to do with knowledge and wisdom and learning things. And so within this ending, you're realizing, you're learning that this can go but so far. And what you're needing is something completely different that's going to align with you and that's going to be good for you and not draw in the devil's spirit. Okay? And so what also is coming in is the nine of swords. So it's going to be stressful as fuck, Virgo. We all go through those periods of realizing when things are not going to go exactly as planned. And we were hoping for it. We were dreaming for it. We wanted it to be so. But things always happen for a reason. And you have to realize, what was your reason of meeting this person? What was your reason for, if you were in a relationship with this person, what was the reason for that period of time? What did you need to learn from it? And right now, because you are going into a different place, you're being guided somewhere else, a different journey. You're passing through. You're not staying here. Remember, the card said you're passing through. And so you're passing through this relationship, but as you pass through it, there's some things that you needed to learn. But while you're learning the Hierophant, you gained knowledge. You gained, some insights of what it is that you want. And what you want is not this. Okay? And yes, it's going to bother you because you put in the time. But I mean, this could also be the other person as well. Or it could be the both of you. And look at Queen of Pentacles. What did I tell you? So remember how I was telling you that I didn't see any queens or kings? I told you that once you go through the process, you deal with this and you start making some changes, you're going to mature. And I think you are maturing through this process. And sometimes in order for us to get something really good for us, we have to go through a heartbreak. We have to go through the betrayals. We have to go through the hurts, because all those things teach us stuff. We learn things. Okay? And so I think this is really going to teach you what you needed to grow in, what you needed to do on your part. And you're still holding fast on what it was that you wanted. You're speaking clearly. This is what I want. This is what I want to do. This is where I want to go. And you are not letting up. You're taking a stance, and look at where it got you. You grew the hell up and you became a Queen of Pentacles. You're going to be in a place that even though you're dealing with the hurt and the stress, all of that is going to teach you to be in a better place where you can finally give and be more stable, be more in your element, because you are an earth sign. You want to be more like you. And so, yeah, what was going on before, it wasn't like that. Spirit is drawing you back to you and is bringing you back to a place where you operate better as you. And so if it means that you have to, move away from this situation, then so be it. And look at what came out again. The Ten of Swords. So I would have to say, Virgo, hold tight, because remember, the gestation period takes a long time. It takes a long process. And I think for you, when you're going through all of this, this situation, it's going to take a process, and yes, it's going to hurt. But when you come out of it, Virgo, you're going to be desirable. You're going to be amazing. You're going to be very mature. You're going to be in a place of growth, a place of productivity. Your heart's going to be ready to give to the right person, and at the right time. Okay? So this is all I have for you now, Virgos. I would say don't take this as a bad reading, because it is not, because I actually see you being that unicorn. Everybody wants that freaking unicorn. And why? Because they're so hard to get. They're very hard to see. And it's because of their powers, because of what they can offer. And Virgos, you guys are amazing people. Not a lot of people can handle Virgos. Okay, and you need the right person that can be in alignment with you, but all of this is going to take a process. It's going to take a lot of growing, and so you want the right person to be with you, that can appreciate your growth. And I don't think, I know this person does love you. They do care for you, and they're trying to figure it out. Okay, so can I do this? Can I meet them halfway? And honestly, they had their own demons that they had to deal with. And the answer is that they can't. They can't meet you where you're at, because you are going in a different journey. You're going in a different direction, and where you're headed, you're going to find the right person for you. Okay, Virgo, so if this resonates, please leave me a like and subscribe. Leave me some love, okay? Bye, guys.